What is up, Hexicans and Pulsinators? An update on Pulsechain. This tweet came out last night at 10 p.m. New York City time. Richard said, just some Pulsechain teaser. It's working on the private V3 testnet. So the last hurdle before Pulsechain is very imminent, before it's very close, is a public V3 testnet. I do believe that will be the last testnet, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Do you think there will be a version 3.5 testnet? We had CPI data come out today, the consumer price index, the inflation numbers, the numbers that we know they're manipulating and lying to the public about to make inflation look better. And we had a favorable CPI release. Now, the Federal Reserve has also said they're not going to lower rates in 2023. So we could see another year before Pulsechain launches. I come from the camp that Richard Hart is waiting for the market to bottom. Think about, if you've watched a lot of Richard content, you know how much he praises his chart. Hex is the best chart in crypto. How much he talks about his price calls. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I easily could be, but it's not that far-fetched for me to think he's waiting for the market to bottom so that Pulsechain can have the most optimal price performance. If Pulsechain was already out, just like every other token in crypto, 99.9% that are following Bitcoin and getting wrecked, the chart would just be down. So I think Richard's waiting for the market to bottom. He's been calling for 11K Bitcoin. But just alone, this tweet got, in only 12 hours, 5,000 likes, which for Richard, 5,000 likes is a lot of likes. Imagine once Pulsechain's actually out, just off Richard's tweet, how many views that thing is going to get. This thing got 250,000 views, and this is just about the private V3 testnet. So exciting times. I don't know when the market will bottom, but the longer we are in this bear, the market can't go one way forever. And so we're getting closer. I'm not going to give you the 2 weeks. I'm not going to give you any time estimate because I know just as well as Richard knows. And now for a clip from the recent Richard Hart Pulsechain conference that was organized by Maddie Allen. Shout out to Maddie Allen. A question by Johnny Chaos. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you smash that like button.
Bitcoiners, and did you expect that amount of spite and resistance, given your connections with the other people in the Bitcoin community? Did you expect it to be as volatile?
They're fair weather friend scumbags that have no morals. They just care about their bags. And so they are more than happy to, like, for instance, there was a guy that worked at Blockstream that had toxic Bitcoin maximalists in his profile while he invested in ERC20s publicly. I think that was Samson Mao. So he was investing in centralized exchanges to allow you to margin trade. They gave him ERC20s, but then publicly selling Bitcoin maximalist hats. You're like, hey, that's pretty hypocritical, isn't it? That's pretty scummy, no? Like, you're selling Bitcoin maximalist hats and then investing in centralized ERC20, like, what? And then, Blockstream, they talk about all the importance of, like, decentralization, and then they open up cloud mining. And then they open up Liquid Network to compete with Bitcoin. And you're like, this sounds pretty centralized. What? And you're just like, huh? It's discongruent scumbaggery. And then these amazing innovations come on Ethereum that Bitcoin has no chance in hell of getting and hasn't had for years. And has no chance of getting. Like, where is it? Where's on-chain exchange on Bitcoin? Where's stable coins on Bitcoin? Where's NFTs on Bitcoin? Where's time deposits on Bitcoin? Options? On-chain margin trading? Like, no, nothing, none of that. Okay, what about zero knowledge proofs? Nope, nothing. Oh, okay. How about throughput increases? None. Oh, well, hey guys, pro tip, your stuff sucks. It sucks balls. Oh, and the price sucks balls too. You're down after holding for 5 years.
Which is interesting because,
it's so obvious to anyone that's watching. Oh, how many confirmations do you have to wait? How long does it take for the exchange to credit you? Oh, it takes Bitcoin twice as long. Oh, who knew? And you're just like, guys, when are you going to stop being scumbags and realize you lost and realize that there's better technologies, vastly better price performance, vastly better communities, vastly better roadmaps, vastly more developers? When are you going to figure it out? I mean, I just saw a
But I don't
Bitcoin
think
core
they care.
developer
I
get
don't think they
hacked.
care about the development at all. I think it's become more of an exclusive club where people are more than happy to brag about overpaying for things. And I think you kind of make a bit of a stance on that when you're like, with your outrage marketing, you're kind of targeting the Bitcoiners that are happy to brag about overpaying for things because it's just, you have to be part of this club. It doesn't have the functionality of some of these other things.
I mean, and it's also, as you say, you're like, oh, Bitcoin, we love decentralization. Yeah? Well, why is 42% of your coins in 2,000 addresses? 2,163 addresses, last I looked. Why are there only like 3 mining hardware manufacturers, of which only one you could kind of maybe hope to be profitable? Like, why are there so few mining pools? Oh, your mining was literally banned in New York and banned in China. Like, you're getting your ass kicked. Oh, why are you dumping the price and destroying the environment constantly? Ethereum's not. They fixed it. What's wrong with you guys? Why are you so stupid? Why don't you listen? By the way, when I fought for no 2x and user activated soft fork, UASF, we were supposed to get a block size increase on the roadmap from Blockstream. We never got it. Why not? Computers are faster, throughput's higher, computers are better everywhere. Why didn't we get a block size increase? Because you guys suck. You're terrible.
So there was only one cryptocurrency. It started with Bitcoin. And then there was Ethereum. And Ethereum brought smart contracts and all the developers went to Ethereum. And then in the past 2 years, we saw the birth of things like Matic, Polygon, Avalanche. And a lot of the developers we're seeing go from Ethereum to these other layer 2s. And there was a great analogy in this Pulsechain conference when Richard Hart was talking to, I think, Hex Monkey. And he said, what does McDonald's do when they have a location and the location is just getting too much traffic and it's overflowing and they can't handle the traffic? They open up a new McDonald's. So think of Ethereum and Pulsechain like McDonald's franchises. Ethereum's the first McDonald's. Then Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, AVAX, One Harmony, Optimism, all these other McDonald's opened up, all these other layer 2s and layer 1s because Ethereum had too much traffic. Pulsechain is that next McDonald's. If you're bullish on Ethereum, it's easy to be bullish on Pulsechain. Thank you guys for watching the video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're new. And if you're still listening, comment Pulsechain 2024. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families.